Victor, don't tell me you're...
A fractured version of Luger?
No, Daddy! Daddy! Get up! You were just protecting me, weren't you? Keeping me safe.
Rowan brought me up to speed.
I'd tell you to cheer up, but I'm guessing that dog won't hunt right now, will it?
We have confirmed your arrival. Arrange the way markers of Canaan into a 5-pointed star. It creeps me out how they always know where we are.
What do we do?
So what happens if we arrange the way markers?
Perhaps when brought together, they form a map to the land of Canaan?
One way to find out. After all, you and Luger were the ones who gathered them.
Sure. I can put them down, but how am I supposed to arrange them?
Into a star shape, just like this.
Hey, look! Check it out! I did it! Hey, Luger? You and Daddy are like the same person, right? Do you not want me? Because I'm the fake elf? Like Daddy didn't want me?
Luger! Up there!
Damn you, Origin. I cannot believe that you hid it there.
Is that the land of Canaan?
You have got to be kidding me.
No, this is no joke.
Who would have thought that the way markers were the means to summon Canaan?
Now that we know where to find it, how do we get ourselves there?
Have Muse blasted out of the sky!
Well, aren't you a violent little thing?
How about an airship?
Futile. Merely approaching will not grant you access.
Kronos!
So that is Kronos.
I never dreamt you'd get all the way markers. I wasted too much time dealing with the Seeker.
Just give up, Luger. You can't beat him.
You should heed your own advice, human, lest you wish to become a divergence catalyst.
All those catalysts we've encountered, it wasn't you creating them?
All I did was grant the power of the Chromatus to the scions of Kresnik. Catalysts are the result of those Kresnik surrendering to their desires and abusing their power. Strange how you never realized that, even as you condemned dimensions as false and destroyed them. Tell me, how exactly did you determine the real from the false? Humans are naught but simpering fools. No need to wait for Origin's trial to tell me that.
Luger! Run!
You can't! Glasses guy is in trouble!
Catalysts are the result of those Kresnik surrendering to their desires and abusing their power. You are terminally infantile.
Why doesn't he transform already?
You have to stop using the Chromatus!
Stubborn creatures to the end. And foul beyond reckoning.
Everybody, run!
What are those?
L! No, Luger! Stay back!
Shield arts!
Couldn't handle all of us?
Were you the only ones who dodged them? How pathetic.
Enough. Dispel the art. We've gathered the waymarkers. Tell us how to enter Canaan.
For the sake of mankind?
No, for man and spirit alike.
That's what you said when you made the schism. How many times must you repeat the same mistakes?
I intend to atone for them, even if it takes me the rest of time.
You leave me no choice, but to hurl you headlong into the abyss.
This might graze the slowpokes. I'll just make sure to apologize later. Surprise!
Maxwell's shoddy creation is trying to be clever.
Well, well. Aren't you a durable one? How could he have survived that?
It's time you learned. Some things in this world are truly indestructible.
Know that there is one thing you will never break. My will.
Pitiful human emotions.
You don't get it, do you?
That emotion is what makes us stronger. Here.
You are about to learn a fatal lesson about what kind of spirit I am.
You'll find we know.
More than you think.
Pay attention, children.
Where'd his wounds go?
He can heal so quickly.
Why bother with healing when you can reverse time itself?
Reverse time? But that can only mean...
Indeed, I am Kronos, master and great spirit of time.
Combine our powers!
Feast your eyes on true power!
He can control time and space?
This is like a bad joke.
Yes, a really, really bad one. Looks dry.
Not yet. Combine our powers!
You are resolute, but I suppose you wouldn't have summoned Kanan were you weaker of will.
He's reversing time again.
This is getting old fast.
Time is infinite, but yours is at an end.
You leave him alone!
What's this? Why did the art fade? Move.
No!
So be it.
I'm staying where I am! 'Cause Luger is my...
You only get one life. Don't waste it.
Ah, Beasley Bakur.
There's a secret to entering Kanan, and I possess it. Correct.
You presume much.
I should tell you, we acquired the final waymarker of Kanan, the ultimate chromatis bearer, in a fractured dimension. So in this world, it still very much exists.
Beasley has a chromatis too?
Maybe you can beat the Key of Kresnik alone. But can you handle the both of us?
Beasley, what's your game?
I confess, a duel such as that would be challenging. One-on-one is better.
I agree.
They teleported.
So little power left, and he risks it all.
Beasley, when you said you knew the way into Kanan, did you mean it?
Yes.
I don't want to go! Who needs the land of Kanan? I bet you it's dumb anyway.
But you wanted to go there.
You know we need to. How else are we going to eliminate the fractured dimensions if we don't?
Do what you want. Go to Kanan for all I care. Just leave Luger and me out of it.
No need to get worked up.
We made a promised to go to Canaan together. But that promise was dumb. It doesn't matter. Why would it? Daddy's promises were just lies. Some things are bigger than promises.
Well, she's right about one thing. Luger, you don't require the chromatis anymore.
Outlived his usefulness?
No. He has simply fulfilled his duty to my full satisfaction. Our family spent eons dreaming of this day, and now, thanks to him, it's arrived. Luger, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. Now I see why Julius worried about you so. Go to her, then what? Lest you forget, if you use the chromatis to fix things, she'll transform into a divergence catalyst. Don't worry about the girl. One of my staff will keep an eye on her.
You know, she probably just needs some time alone, Luger.
Now then, how exactly do we enter Canaan?
I'll explain back at HQ. No need to feel anxious. Canaan's not going anywhere. I would never let it. Look who's returned. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
Don't make Luger disappear. Please.
That's one wish I cannot grant. Not without your help. You'll need to obey my orders right down to the letter. What say you?
Yes.
Then we have a deal.
I'm doing the right thing, Luger. After all, I'm just a fake.
Damn it. Don't worry, Rolo. Elle will come back to you.
As soon as she gets hungry, I'm sure.
I wonder if that's really true.
Luger, listen.
Yes, I would imagine that's the primary reason.
Mila.
However, Elle had managed to overcome her fear and sorrow for as long as we've been traveling together. Her soul is old beyond her years. I have no doubt that she understands why you had to fight her father.
Thanks.
If that's true, then Elle will return of her own volition. What's the problem?
The problem is that despite understanding that, she chose to run off by herself. I suspect Luger realizes what that might mean.
Yeah.
Still, Elle will come back, right?
Welcome back.
Hold your horses. Only authorized personnel past this point.
Of course. We didn't come here just to sit in the lobby.
Very well. If that's Vice President Kresnik's decision, I will abide by it.
Huh? Luger's been made Vice President of Spirius?
Correct. His promotion is effective immediately. You may use the CEO's office as you see fit, until he returns from his departure. This way. The CEO has left you a message.
Luger, if you're watching this, know that I intend to travel to the land of Canaan and put an end to Origin's trial.
This'll be interesting.
But not before I tell you the full story. You see, it was all a game. The fractured dimensions, Canaan, all of it. Just a giant game. Created by the primordial spirits. Kronos, Maxwell, and Origin.
That's right. And they've been playing it ever since humanity figured out Spyrix 2 millennia ago.
The three spirits disagreed over whether humans could truly control Spyrix technology or not. So they devised an experiment to reveal mankind's true nature. They wanted to see for themselves if human beings were capable of resisting the temptation of ultimate power.
This was before the schism, you see. Back in the old days when Maxwell still trusted humans.
So the Chromatus was a test.
Kronos granted the Chromatus to the Kresnik family as a means to measure how well humans can suppress their base desires. If someone reaches the Great Spirit Origin before 1,000,000 divergence catalysts appear, mankind passes the test. If no one does, then mankind fails and the spirits leave. That was their pact.
But here's the catch. The game was rigged right from the very start.
As was passed down, Origin will grant the wish of the first human who comes before him. No human could resist such a prize. It fostered greed amongst the people. As a result, the Kresniks were constantly at war over it.
Thanks to all of their bickering, catalysts and fractured dimensions have multiplied like rats.
A vast number of people across all the dimensions transformed into catalysts, and as a result, were destroyed. It's likely now that their number is approaching 1,000,000.
The Spirius Corporation was established to put the brakes on this whole disaster.
I haven't forgotten the reward I promised. You no longer have to worry about that pesky loan. Now, just leave the rest to me. I will create the world that your generation deserves.
Hey, Luger! You're not gonna believe what just happened! The bank president stopped by just now, and guess what? He said that I don't need to bug you about your loan anymore.
What?
How'd you manage to pull that off? Wait, you're not blackmailing anybody, are you?
You verified the reward.
Bakor left for the land of Canaan, correct?
Yes.
He promised to tell us how to get inside.
I wasn't informed.
All right, if that's how you want to play it, then let me ask you this. How does he plan to make it past Kronos? The Chromatus came from Kronos. Bakor wouldn't be able to use it against him.
I don't know.
What happened to Elle?
Excuse me, I'm running late for a meeting.
You know, I'll bet you that the CEO is planning to use Elle to kill Kronos.
Director Rideau!
I believe our guest's business has concluded here.
We're not finished here!
Forgive me for my silly comments back there. How might I help the new vice president? What I was saying before? L was the true key of Kresnik. Origin's power flows through the key. One only comes along every few generations, and the key is the trump card in the trial. As you can imagine, he or she is always at the center of Kresnik's family feuds. The most recent key was the CEO's wife till she was killed. Not that you have any relation to that one. I mean exactly what I said. Don't tell me you're ignorant of your own family history. Some vice president you are. To make a long story short, the only way to reach Origin is to defeat Kronos. And the only thing that will defeat Kronos is the power of the Void, which is wielded by the Key of Kresnik. Of course, the power needed to beat Kronos would immediately transform the key into a divergence catalyst, and that's the rub. Oh, please. Don't try to act so high and mighty. You had no qualms at all about using the girl's power willy-nilly.
Luger?
Damn you!
Ah, you must have heard more details from Rideau. He was only supposed to keep you occupied. I'm sorry for tricking you, but please understand. This sacrifice is necessary to make a world purely for humans. Yes, you heard correctly. When I finally fulfill Origin's trial, I will wish for all spirits to surrender their will. They will become mankind's loyal tools.
What?
But do not worry. Their first task will be to eliminate all fractured dimensions.
Give me that! Luger, it's me.
Elle?
I'm gonna fix it all so you don't have to do scary stuff anymore. I'll use my wish to make sure nobody ever has to disappear again. Mr. Bakor says that only I have the power to do that. So don't come after us, okay? I'm fine, really. I know I broke our promise, so I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Elle!
I'm sorry. The GHS you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please try again.
Nothing to do now but leave things to the CEO, I suppose. If we go charging in, he'll just use us, just like he's going to use Elle.
Shut up!
If you continue to resist, I'll call security.
We're not going anywhere until we hear the rest of the story.
Luger.
Did you find out anything?
Turning spirits into tools. So that was Bakur's plan all along.
And to think he'd use a little girl like Elle.
Not if we can help it. Let's get to Kanan.
How do we get inside?
We must find Julius. He will know how.
We better hurry.
Hold on. The Vice President is not to leave the premises. CEO's orders.
Wait.
Huh?
Mila?
Luger, you know better than anyone just how fragile this world really is. No one would blame you for turning back and enjoying the life you've made for yourself. You seem determined. And yet, appearances can be deceiving. I'll judge your conviction myself.
Are you two really okay with this?
Jude, please do not interfere. Allow me to test your will. Here and now!
Cover me! What?
Power swing! Restoration! Crushing blow! Hammer! Toss! Power swing! Hammer! Toss!
You're too weak! Harden your resolve or you won't move onward! Can't you see I'll need you? Sword to smite the masses.
Form Destroyer!
This can't be.
It appears that you are still fully capable of using your chromatis.
That can only mean that Elle is calling out to you.
Please forgive me for playing rough with you. I needed to be certain of your resolve. The trial waiting at Canaan will be far more difficult than we can imagine. If you come with us, then it's entirely possible that you may lose everything that you've worked for. Then trust me when I say I will do everything to help you protect it. Just the same as Jude and our friends once did for me a year ago.
Good, it's settled. Let's go.
Had to have the last word, huh?
Not a step further, Vice President Kresnik.
I know it sounds cliché and all, but orders are orders.
Move, Ivor. I don't have time for your games.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Lady Mila.
I never realized bossy girls were such a turn-on. So cold, so ruthless, so...
What a creep!
Need assistance? Hope you don't mind.
Well, well, well. The royal pain has come to hold court. But my head will roll if I don't stop Luger from leaving. And I happen to like my head.
You think your corporate cronies can stop us? They dispelled my arts!
How is that possible?
It's the Lance of Kresnik. A portable version, sure, but as you can see, it gets the job done. This will be fun. I wonder if Lord Maxwell will moan as I suck the mana out of her.
Don't speak to her like that!
And how dare you speak to your boss like that? You'd risk your life to save this sniveling coward? You really are a benevolent deity.
He's still my handmaid. I don't recall ever dismissing him from the position.
Lady Mila. Such a stubborn and proud spirit. But not for much longer.
Any ideas, Luger?
You'll be tested here, in the underground training area. These caverns stretch all the way to Triglav city limits. You could head straight out of town from here.
Get to that elevator.
That's easier said than done.
We'll need bait.
You can show everyone else the way.
Right.
Mila, I'll stick with you.
No, you help the others. They'll need your power. Here goes.
It's a diversion, you idiots.
Lady Mila!
Don't worry about me. Just go!
Don't let them get away.
So, you are able to manifest your chromatis again.
That's El's power, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see. So this is the key of Kresnik. The power of the void that El commands, the power of origin, can transcend time and space to reach you.
That's the kind of power we need to resist Kronos. But Luger, if you use your chromatis, won't it hasten El's transformation into a catalyst? So you're resisting for El's sake, although that will make for some difficult battles.
I appreciate what you are prepared to do, but allow me to share with you a story. There was once a weapon in Riza Maxia known as the Lance of Kresnik. It served as both a lance to destroy the balance of the world and a key to open the door to a new one.
And the chromatis is like that too?
Indeed. Luger's power may be the lance that takes El's life, or the key to saving it. It depends entirely on the intentions of the user.
We must stop meeting like this, Vice President Kresnik.
Even I know I'm being annoying now.
No, you're not.
Don't say another word. I know that vanquishing you won't really improve my lot in life.
Ivor.
But I have to accomplish something. Anything. Or I'll never amount to more than just a washed-up handmaid. I want you to face me, Jude.
What a bothersome fellow.
Maybe I'll kill him.
Good point. I'm always such a bad judge of these things.
You too can't stop all of us.
Don't be so sure of that, Your Highness. I was a sickly child, you see. Several of my organs had to be transplanted with Spyrex. A doctor named Mathis performed the surgery. He's the one who saved my life.
Dad did what?
I have since made a few improvements of my own. I now possess double the strength and acuity of a normal man.
That's madness. The human body can't take it.
No, of course it can't. But that's fine with me, as long as it holds together long enough to crush you.
Why would you destroy your body like that?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
It's time to settle this, Jude.
If we must.
I've had enough of you, scum. It's time for you all to die.
Let's end this.
Make charge!
No escape!
At once!
We got this.
That's strange.
My apologies.
Such restoration!
In your dreams.
Let's end this!
Oh yeah, I feel it!
Curtains close, and guess what? It's over for you.
Oh, you flirt.
Please, after you, sir. Please, after you, sir. Please, after you, sir. Please, after you, sir. Please, after you, sir.
Too bad.
Cover me!
Here.
Into the dark abyss.
I'll wreck you!
Here. What?
Once!
Not yet! Such restoration!
I still need practice.
Bested by the Kresnik brothers.
First a failed handmaid, and now a failed agent.
Failure is just a learning experience, Ivor. That's what I think, anyway.
I don't need a pity party!
This is not pity.
Hold on, you regret dispelling the schism, don't you? That's your learning experience.
I want to make sure it doesn't end in failure. Why do you think that I'm giving this everything that I've got?
That's why you pound me into the floor without a second thought, huh?
Of course, I'd rather not fight at all, if possible.
You always manage to say the most aggravating things.
What a complete farce this is.
Something funny? Share it with us. Even foes can come to understand one another.
Never took you for a bleeding heart. Enemies kill each other. That is simply what they do.
If that's the case, then you know what happens next.
You stab me, and I die. Done and done. Don't flatter yourself too much now. Let me tell you something. I only saved you because the CEO said to do so.
What?
Must have been a real drag paying off that massive loan, but you were happy to play along.
Don't let him get to you. Just the empty words of a sore loser.
Let me make a little prediction for you. You'll regret leaving this place until the day you die. Damn twerp, he gave me the same contemptuous look as his bastard brother. Don't just stand there, you goons! Help me!
My apologies, sir. I'm afraid the CEO has given us entirely different orders.
We were told to bring Director Rideau before him.
I figured as much. Probably thinks he can use me as the bridge. Not gonna happen.
As you can see, we know the control codes for your Spyrex organs.
What? No! No! Damn it!
Ah, it feels so good to get out of those icky caves.
I wonder what happened to Mila.
Hey, it's me. Are you all right? Sounds like you're okay. I'm in Triglav. Mila's here.
Mila's all right?
Luger, let's catch up with her.
Oh, there you are.
Is everything okay with you?
Yes, but it was a close one. Julius stepped in and saved me. Unfortunately, he took off already, but not before leaving me with this message. Come find me when you've steeled yourself.
Steeled?
Julius has told me how to get inside the land of Canaan. In order to enter, you have to build yourself a soul bridge.
A soul bridge? How do we build that?
It requires a human sacrifice. Only a powerful member of the Kresnik family will suffice.
So, we have to use either Luger or Julius's life.
Where is Julius?
He said he left a letter for Luger back at the house.
Let me make a little prediction for you. You'll regret leaving this place until the day you die.
Actually, that's not all. Julius left a message for us, too.
Luger, my brother. Bakur now holds the key of Kresnik, and with El in the palm of his hands, we unfortunately only have one option left. A powerful member of our family must give his life to unfold the bridge to Canaan, and pave the way for another. That, I'm afraid, is the final trial that we face in front of us. A sacrifice to build the Soul Bridge. I'm waiting at Riza Harbor in Marksburg. Come find me when you've steeled yourself. When you know what you must do.
Hey.
If you don't mind, can you tell us the contents of his letter?
Maybe El had already figured out that a human sacrifice was the only ticket into the land of Canaan.
There's a secret to entering Canaan, and I possess it. The life of a Kresnik. Correct?
She must have concluded that you'd be the one sacrificed to build the bridge.
Before we proceed further, there is something I must know. Do you believe you are capable of sacrificing your own brother in order to reach the land of Canaan?
Caius?
Very well. Then let us go too.
Surprise! Guess who's not here to bug you about your silly payments? We need to celebrate your newfound freedom from crushing debt. Uh-oh. You guys look even more depressed than usual.
Nova.
Sorry, but I'm afraid we'll be gone for a while.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess we can put this party on hold, but not for too long. I mean, isn't Julius back too? I bought tomatoes for him and everything. Luger? What did I say this time?
Just need to hold out a little longer. Luger, you came.
What's that?
What you see there is a soul bridge. Beasley just entered the land of Canaan.
Don't tell me he used El!
No, she's his weapon against Kronos. I'm guessing that Rideau, unfortunately, got the honor.
Damn.
Beasley never saw Rideau and I as anything more than tools for creating the bridge. That's just the sort of man he is. Another way to test the nature of humans, I suppose.
Sorry. But surely humans and spirits can learn about each other without having to resort to this.
You're preaching to the choir, Maxwell. But it seems like Origin thinks otherwise. Don't feel too badly for me.
His transformation has progressed that far?
I'm a dead man no matter what. At least this way, my death will mean something to someone. Use my life. Let me be your path to the land of Canaan.
Yeah, totally.
Come on, we've made it through worse. We'll find a way.
I'm afraid there's no time.
So you're ready. If that's the case, let me be your big brother one last time. I need to see for myself if you're strong enough to see this through.
Wait!
Stop!
We have no right to intervene in their fight.
Sorry about the entrance exam. This time, the test is real. Child, someone to be there for, someone to protect. However, I accept you. You now have the power to choose for yourself.
Swap shots! Blade forward!
No holding back.
Strike! Snow! Strike! Stick! Stick! Snow! Snow! Strike! Scatterball! Strike! 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 Snow!
No!
Snow! Strike! Energy jacket!
That's not good enough, Luger. You're never going to achieve victory like that. Not against our family's curse. Not against Beasley. Your desire fuels the Chromatis. It won't grant power unless you want it. Do you have what it takes? I shall test your resolve.
Yikes! Look at the time! Gotta move!
Not so fast.
You know I can't stand dressing up.
Well, you need to learn to stand it.
Maybe someday.
You're impossible.
Oh, now I'm really late. I'll make pasta margarita for dinner tonight, okay?
Still trying to butter me up with tomatoes. It works, but still. What's up? Forget something? Oh. I sure wish I could have eaten one last pasta margarita. Hey, don't worry about it. There are worse things than being dragged around by your brother. You're the one who showed me that. Go on, Luger. Now it's your turn to look after someone special. Go and create your perfect world.
You can cry if you want to. No need to be ashamed.
If you tell him it's okay to cry, he'll just choke back the tears even more.
How do you know?
Because Jude was the same way when he was a kid.
Now why are you crying?
Because Julius...
I'm sure he gave his brother a pat on the back before departing. So Luger could step forward in life with courage in his heart. I know these things. I'm an elder sister, after all.
Luger...
Look at the bright side, kid. Now you can get out there and save Elle.
Alvin! You cold-hearted clod, have a heart!
At times like this, you gotta keep walking forward. Nothing good will come from looking back, even if it's for a moment. Am I right?
I guess you have a point. Let's go and save Elle.
We'll help you!
Don't carry all the guilt on your shoulders. In the end, we were all accomplices in this.
Yes.
Luger, you did very well.
I cannot agree more. After all, destroying a world is burden enough. But this time it's unimaginable. Over the course of my career, I took the lives of thousands of soldiers. When you consider each soldier's potential, what I did was little different than destroying a world. I am well aware of my sins, but at the same time, I also believe this. The destruction I wrought paved the way for new things to be born.
It's the same here. It arose when you and the others destroyed the closed-off world of Riza Maxia.
Precisely why it is my responsibility to safeguard the future of this world.
Same here. Luger, this world isn't out of danger yet, but you and Julius have given it the possibility of being saved. Now, we must do everything in our power to turn that possibility into reality.
We forced you to play a painful role.
I'm so sorry. I wish we could have done something.
What did Julius say at the end? A world made to your liking.
That would be a world with Elle in it, right? Then I'll do everything I can to help build it. That's my vow to Julius. We'll save her.
Every human being has the potential, not just to destroy worlds, but to create them as well. Kronos, Origin, know this is why I fight, why I put my faith in humanity.
Look!
Let's go. This bridge just might vanish like the old one did.
Not this time. Julius is holding it up for us.
Hey.
You go first.
After all, this bridge was built for none other than you.
Is that Julius's pocket watch? You brought it back from his dimension?
Must be due to Elle's powers. You two must still be connected somehow.
But Julius's watch has stopped. Funny you should say that when you're Mr. Dependable yourself. It must run in the family.
Elle's that way too. She never breaks a promise.
Like father, like daughter, huh? You should see yourselves. You all smiled the same way.
We should line you all up and compare.
Then what are we waiting for? We have to find Elle.
Yeah.
This sensation.
What's all that smoky stuff? It gives me the creeps.
It's just my asthma. Although it might even kill Mila and me if we linger too long.
What? That is one foul fog!
This miasma, isn't it only supposed to be produced if soul purification stops?
Miasma is expelled as souls pass through the cycle of reincarnation. It's a toxin that eats away at souls.
Usually Origin should be keeping it under control.
Great, and we're supposed to just hold our noses and charge through it?
Beasley already has.
By using Elle's power, no doubt.
Easy now. No need to waste what your brother's life bought us. Mila.
Right.
A trap by Kronos?
Yes. He's probably warping the space around us.
Creating tricks of light, illusions to waylay us.
It's hard enough to see straight in this funhouse, let alone fight. Now what?
Muse and I could charge forward and dispel Kronos' power. However...
we'd deplete our strength and be useless in the battle to come.
If each of the 4 great spirits could shield one of us, we'd be able to move forward without weakening.
Good thinking, but...
Right. Only 4 of us could actually move on.
Luger, you decide who goes. The 4 is saying, cats can come along for free.
Wow.
Looks like I cut it pretty close.
You did well to make it this far.
Only took 2,000 years.
Who is the girl?
One look at her face should tell you. She's a victim of your twisted little game.
Origin was only trying to provide humanity with the opportunity to grow, to evolve.
By ordering us to solve a puzzle and then hiding all the pieces?
He gave you the key. The rest was up to you.
Right, and here I am.
Ah, but you have not opened the door yet, have you? If your young companion were to become a catalyst, humanity would fail the trial.
I've grown tired of this game.
Impressive for a human.
Like I care what you think, spirit.
The key of Kresnik. Is this your trump card?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I suppose you thought you could win if you both attacked at once. A futile plan, as you can see. She's sealed away. She'll have privacy to complete her transformation into a divergence catalyst.
You monster!
You dare judge me? You who force Origin to dispose of the miasma produced by your souls? Origin granted humanity the chance to evolve and grow despite the toll your soul purification process had on his body. And yet you think nothing of your own toxic impurities, nor do you attempt to raise yourselves from the filth. I cannot bear to watch my friend's torment any longer. I'll put a stop to all this and save him!
And is that what Origin wants too?
That is none of your concern.
If Origin stops purifying souls, the miasma will flood the world.
Exactly as I intended. The miasma will consume all human souls, reducing them to nothing more than inanimate objects for producing mana. Afterwards, I will simply seal away the miasma. Then spirits will finally have the world to themselves. Interesting. You killed your own brother. To boost your strength? Come at me and I shall end you.
Never! As the Lord of Spirits, I shall stop you!
I fight for the everyman, every time. And win.
What? Ready?
Water! Guardian field! Not yet! We got him!
I shall deliver your judgment.
Be still! Guardian field! Healer! You're going Guardian field! Psychic restoration! Out of my way! On sight! Not yet!
Hammer? The present with no past and no future. One of only I shall deliver your judgment. Cage of torment! I crumble beneath. Not like this. I won't accept this. You will not inflict agony upon Origin any longer.
You are a poor sport, Kronos. Don't bother. Your mastery of time and space is useless against the power of Origin's void.
That means the girl is...
Correct. The true key of Kresnik.
This cannot be...
Trial's over. Humanity wins!
Luger, what are you doing here?
She was just a tool to you, huh?
I did what was needed to defeat Kronos. At the very least, this tragedy will not be in vain. With my wish, I shall rob the spirits of their will, creating a world solely for humans.
The spirit Origin would never grant a wish like that.
Origin has no say in the matter. The trial itself is a spirit art, spawned from the pact between the progenitor Kresnik and the great spirit Origin. As long as the pact's conditions are met, Origin will be compelled to use his power. Give it up. She's beyond saving now. Of course, you could always wish away her pain.
No! We have to get rid of the fractured dimensions!
Ah, yes. And Origin can grant only one wish from one person at a time. I suppose one way to save her would be for me or Luger to turn into a catalyst before she does. That would be the millionth catalyst, the magic number, and all transformations in progress would be cancelled. Of course, that also means humanity fails the trial, and the world comes to a bitter end.
Please, wish away the fractured dimensions, so that Luger won't disappear.
Think this through, Luger. Your real daughter will be born in the world someday.
He's right. I'm just a phony.
Luger! The right to make the wish is mine alone.
Don't worry about it, Luger. I will work this out with Origin.
Can you even do that, Maxwell?
It's not a matter of whether you can or can't. It's whether you do or don't.
You are all nothing more than the spirit's lapdogs. I've crawled over a mountain of corpses to get this far! I will show no mercy if you interfere!
Beasley's Chromatis.
Just wonderful.
Luger.
I got you
Don't
back.
waste my time.
Luger, remember, we're here to help.
Sync our attacks together.
It'll be a tough one to crack.
Don't bother counting.
Zero divine! Zero divine!
Don't get cocky. So you used Julius's soul to build the bridge.
You really killed Glasses Guy?
With one poor decision, you instantly made everyone's death meaningless. Your brother's death. Your own death.
Daddy's pocket watch! Luger!
Even her death. Curse you two! So you made a pact with the watch itself. This should be interesting. How dare you!
Eternal watch!
Luger. Hey.
Damn you, Luger!
Behind you!
I wouldn't use the chromatis again if I were you. When you make a direct pact like that, you then run the risk of degenerating and becoming a divergence catalyst yourself. Considering the sheer power at your disposal, you would transform in the blink of an eye. Well, I never expected that you would surpass me. But that is exactly what makes humans so interesting! We never do what's expected. You want my wish, Origin? Let me tell you my own personal wish. To take this fist and punch you all to oblivion!
Beasley Bakor, may your soul rest in peace.
A man who gave his life to fulfill his duty.
Hey. I'm so glad that you all came to find me. You too.
Of course. There is nothing to fear. If it comes to it, I'll handle things.
Yeah.
The Great Spirit Origin.
The one and only. I am very pleased to meet you, King Gaius.
You know about me.
Of course I do. You see, the souls tell me everything. They're sort of like my little birds.
You seem quite curious about humans.
Perhaps, but not as much as you, Maxwell.
I suppose this is our first meeting, but we have little time for pleasantries. We have a request.
To rid the fractured dimensions and continue soul purification.
Precisely. I would be willing to help you if you think you're at your limit.
Even if that meant endless torment?
Even so.
You really do love humans, don't you?
Mila, wait!
Enough! You would force Origin to continue the purification? I refuse to stand idly by as you continue to torment him with your corruption.
Thank you, Kronos. Your concern for me has consumed you for far too long.
You mustn't burden yourself over me. We must make the humans accountable and have them pay for their crimes. What's so funny?
Well, you just showed the most human thing about you. It reminds me why I love humans.
What?
I hereby grant these representatives of humanity the right to make one wish. Luger and El, for overcoming the trial and opening the door, the wish is yours.
Me and Luger?
Yes, wish for anything, but you must decide together. I could even undo your transformation into a catalyst.
No, you can't do that. We have to wish away the fractured dimensions.
I suppose one way to save her would be for me or Luger to turn into a catalyst before she does. That would be the millionth catalyst, the magic number, and all transformations in progress would be cancelled.
So then, what shall it be? You do not wish for Elle's safety?
What?
Wait, you can't be serious!
save Elle? By turning into a catalyst first?
No! Stop! You can't do this!
Very well, then. Will that be your final decision, Luger Kresnik?
Wait, Luger, you can't do this!
Jude, let him be.
Luger, you're not afraid of vanishing away? I understand. Then I will accept your wish.
Are you okay with this?
You're doing what most wouldn't dare. For that, I commend you.
Please understand, Elle.
You're the one that Luger chose.
Not one of the possible elves. Not even himself. He chose you, here and now.
Thank you.
This is humanity's true nature, isn't it?
Yes, they truly are capable of anything their hearts desire.
Even profoundly foolish things.
You may be right. But the impurity that exists within their souls is precisely what gives them strength.
Come again?
What do you think the impurity is?
I don't know. Greed, maybe? Desire?
Our ego?
Yes and no. Is desire different from dreams? Isn't ego the same as free will when viewed in a positive light? In other words, neither is good or evil.
Yes, precisely. And that is the reason why I haven't been eliminating it. I remove the miasma created during reincarnation and seal it.
But if you do that, the production of miasma will never end.
That's why I wanted to test humanity's decision. To see if humans could strive for perfection while bearing the impurity.
Humanity's decision.
Precisely. That is what I truly wanted to know. But you must continue to show me.
Of course. We too will prove who we are. Just as Luger, Elle, and Julius did.
That is a test harsher than anything I could throw at you. If you can overcome it, I have no choice but to concede. For the time being, we shall seal away the miasma together.
Kronos.
But if humanity should once again...
Don't worry. No matter how many millennia it takes, we will succeed.
Some very special humans have turned me into a believer.
Then I expect to be impressed.
I appreciate it, Kronos.
No need for thanks. I'll give you a piece of my mind later. We have plenty of time for that.
It's time I grant Luger's wish. The elimination of all fractured dimensions.
Luger, it's been an honor knowing you.
I will never forget what you have done here today.
You wrap things up almost too perfectly.
You're just jealous, because you know you couldn't have pulled it off.
Luger, you need not worry about Elle.
We'll take good care of her. We promise!
You have helped me to fulfill my duty once again. Luger Kresnik, you have my thanks.
And I promise too, I won't lie anymore. And I'll even eat my tomatoes. I'll never forget how you saved me. And just how good your cooking was. Okay? Okay? It's a promise.
This should restore the cycle of reincarnation to normal.
Yes. Now the human and spirit realms will live on.
And we will make sure of that.
Farewell, humans and spirits. Let us hope for a brighter day the next time we meet.
Jude!
Thank you for everything. Everyone's moving up in the world. Chief Editor Rolando. Oh. Hey, Alvin. I can talk. No, I'm not taller than you yet, but I'm starting to catch up. Let me guess. You're calling about a job, right? Yeah? Uh-huh. Got it. Elise will be joining us this time. Come on, Polo. We've got a job. All right. Let's go create a new world.